guys, it's time for a foundation review. I'm Sheila, if you're not familiar, and this week we're going to be talking about the COVERGIRL foundation. Now, those of you who watch my channel know that I'm not a huge fan of drugstore foundation. However, I was like, let me go in Target and find something, and I was very, very disappointed at the selection. The Target that I went to, there's not a whole lot of brands that carry foundation colors that go up to my skin tone, but there's even less in suburban Targets. So luckily, the only thing I could find was the COVERGIRL foundation, and this is the COVERGIRL Queen Collection, and it's the Natural Hue Compact Foundation, and it's in number Q555, and this name is True Ebony, and that's what it looks like. So I believe it came with a little sponge or something, and I throw my sponges away after each use because I just think that they hold bacteria, and you can of course wash your sponges and everything, but they're cheap enough to not have to do that. But this foundation, like I bought it, I think it was around like $11 or so, and I really didn't have like really high expectations for it, I was like, okay, let me try it, and surprisingly, I really, really like it. This foundation is probably one of, or probably, it's probably the best, I would say, cream foundation that's a drugstore brand that I have tried for my skin tone. When I went to Target, I think that I had in mind the Iman foundation that I've used before, and one thing I found with their line is that they're a little too yellow for my skin tone. The Queen Latifah line was, it was really nice. I do think that their shades do run a little bit red, a little bit more red than I like. I kind of like a evenness there, I find that with African American foundations, or just foundations for darker skinned women in general, women of color, I find that they either lean towards too olivey or too red. So I like to see a nice balance. But this one is really nice, and I'm wearing it right now, and I'm really loving it. I'm really happy with it. Now, as far as how long does it last, this definitely is what I would call in my book a maintenance foundation. And what I mean by that is this is not a 8 or 12-hour foundation that you don't have to touch up or anything like that, like you may get from the Revlon Color Stay, which you need like gasoline to get that makeup off. The Color Stay, I will hand it to Revlon. That Color Stay does stay, okay? But this foundation, you will have to do some touching up. I generally touch up this foundation at minimum every 2 to 4 hours, just a little bit of powder. And one tip I want to give people, to avoid your makeup looking cakey, what you may want to do if you have oily skin, you want to blot the oil away first before you apply the powder on top of it. And I'm not talking about with like a blot tissue that has the powder on it, because all that's going to do, that's going to like absorb the oil, and I feel like it absorbs the oil, but it's still sitting there, and it looks cakey. So if you just want to take a tissue or a sponge and just dab your oily areas, and then apply your powder. Don't rub, obviously you don't want to rub your foundation off, but just dab the oil, the places where it's oily, and then apply your powder, and your foundation will look a lot smoother. Okay, so what I use to apply this foundation is just a cosmetic sponge, and I picked these up at Target as well. You can get like 12 in a pack, and they're like $1 or so. You can get them other places for cheap or whatever. Just basic cosmetic sponges. Now, those of you who watch my channel, of course, know that I'm a bit of a brush whore, but for some reason, I just found that this foundation just applied best with a cosmetic sponge. So, If it ain't broke, don't fix it, you know. So, overall, definitely like this foundation. This has become a staple in my regimen. This is the foundation that I have been using, and that's pretty remarkable because I'm definitely a MAC NARS Makeup Forever foundation type of girl. So for me to find a foundation that works really good, is suitable for my skin color, doesn't cause me any breakouts or anything, I think that's pretty much a win. Definitely I would recommend checking out this foundation. I picked it up at Target, but they have it at CVS and all of that. It's definitely worth checking out for the price. You really can't beat it. It is, I would say, comparable to like the MAC Studio Tech, or not the MAC Studio Tech, but the MAC mineralized cream foundation. It's very similar to that, but I actually like this a little bit more. So I hope this was informative for you all. If you have tried this foundation, let me know what you think below in the comments, and let me know what you think, and let me know what you think about makeup. I'm actually my makeup that I'm wearing today was inspired by one of my subscribers, and I'm actually subscribed to her channel too. Her name is like Flawless Dark Skin 21, I believe. She had this really pretty blue eye look, and I decided to kind of do a look inspired by that. So thank you guys for watching as always. Please be sure that if you enjoyed this video, share it with your friends on social media. I greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe above for more videos, and like this video, of course. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.